Hello and welcome back to the weekend website course. Today we're going to be talking about your email service provider. And when I mean email service provider, that can be pretty much two things. That can be your inbox where you receive email, or that can be your email marketing system. So today we're talking about the email inbox where you receive your emails. Now, if you are doing any type of business online, I always recommend getting a custom business email address, which will end in, so for example, if your website is like mine, theemeraldsofa.com, my email address would be something like hello@theemeraldsofa.com. Instead of something like, theemeraldsofa@gmail.com, the first one, hello@theemeraldsofa.com, sounds so much better than a Gmail account, especially when it's a business type of email. So the biggest difference between a regular Gmail account and a business email address is that business email or custom email addresses, they usually cost a yearly or monthly fee that you have to pay for. So one of the most popular options out there is Google Workspace, because it comes with all their apps like Gmail, Drive, Meet, Calendar, Chat, and as you can see, all the different plans it includes. So they have a few different plan options. They have a business starter plan that starts at $6, a standard plan at $12, a plus plan at $18, and enterprise, well, you have to call and find out how much the enterprise is. Now, these aren't bad prices, but think about it like this. If you're the type of person that has like multiple domains and you want to have all these custom business email addresses, it can get pretty expensive. If you're looking at one person per domain, you're looking at $6 per month, which is about $72 per year. If you go up to the $12 plan, which is the one that's recommended, that's about $144 per year per user on your account. So I just want to give you guys an alternative that I think is really great, that you can use instead of a Google Workspace account for your business email. And so that alternative is Zoho. So Zoho, as you can see, these prices are very cheap. And Zoho, I really like it. I've been using it a few months myself. So I'm gonna go to sign up. All right, and so I'm just going to enter my name and my email address. And I'm going to make I'm already using the email address on here, so let me use another one just for this process. There we go. All right, and then I'm going to create a password. I'm just going to pause it while I create my password. All right, so I got my password in there. I already clicked I agree to the terms and conditions and the privacy policy. You may want to read that just to make sure you are in agreement with everything that's there. And it looks like I still need a special character in my password. So let me update that again. All right, so I've added that special character. Let's go ahead and sign up for an account. All right, and so it's going to send you a verification email. So I'm going to log into my email account to grab that verification code. All right, so I have that verification going. I'm going to go ahead and click on verify. All right, so we are all set there. So Zoho gives you two options. You can either add an existing domain or you can buy a new domain. So if you don't have a domain, you can go ahead and buy a new one with Zoho. I actually have an email account that I want to use. So I'm going to click on add now. And my domain is theemeraldsofa.com. And I'm going to call it the Emerald Sofa. Choose the industry type. See if they have anything for blogging or anything in here. No, I think media and entertainment is close enough. So add. All right, and so the next step is it's going to ask for us to go ahead and set up a payment for this. All right, so as this loads, I'm going to go ahead and go through the payment process, but I'll just go through it with you just to show you what things look like here. So let's see, it's going to be one user per month. If you want to add on, or one user that I have right now, I should say, and if you want any additional add-ons, maybe you want some more space for your mail, you can do that too. And you can go ahead and click on continue. All right, and so it's going to be $12 per user per year. So it's just one user, and so it's going to be $12. Sorry, I just have to stop for a second. That's $12 for the whole year. And with with the Google Workspace, you're paying $6 or $12 per month. You are totally saving money. All right, so the next step is you're going to enter your billing details and go ahead and put that in, and then you're going to make your payment. So I'm going to pause while I set everything up here. Alrighty, so I actually just went over to my account to complete the rest of the process. I did just want to show you guys what that looks like in the beginning to get everything set up. So I'm just going to show you guys from inside of my existing Zoho account, but everything should pretty much look the same as far as like what this setup looks like. So the first thing you'll need to do once you've paid and now you've put your domain in, whatever that may be, now you need to verify that you actually own this domain by entering a text record. So what I'll need to do now is I'll need to go over to where my domain, where I purchased it from, which is Google Domains, and I need to add this text record to my DNS files. So let me go over to domains.google and go ahead and get logged in, and I will show you what this next step looks like. All right, so I am inside of my Google Domains account. If you purchase your domain with Google Domains, this is going to look the same. The process is pretty much going to be pretty similar no matter where you purchase your domain from. It may just have like a different looking interface, but pretty much it's going to be the same thing. So now I'm going to go over to my DNS records. So let me go ahead and go to manage custom records, create new record, and I'm going to make this a text file. Set this to the shortest time, 10 minutes. That's that. Click on save. All right, and let's go back over to Zoho. It may or may not verify this quickly. It does say here you may have to wait 30 minutes to 1 day. Usually when I do this, it takes like a couple of minutes at most, and then it's verified. So let's see if it works now. All right, so that worked just fine. So let's go to the next step, which is proceed. And now we're going to enter the MX records or the mail exchanger records. This is what's going to allow your emails to be sent and received, and you have to put these in for your in your DNS as well. So let's go back over to the DNS and let's manage custom records again. Let's create a new record, and we want to set this as a MX record. Let's do the shortest time possible, and let's copy these over. All right, so Zoho is a little bit, well, Google is a little bit different. Some email or some DNS providers, they'll actually have a space for the priority, which is 10, 20, 30, or 50 here. Sorry, I said 30. But they'll usually have a space for priority. Google Domains is a little bit different. You see how it's kind of like the 10, and then it has this address after it. And that's how we're going to set up and do ours the exact same way. So I'm going to do the 10, give it some space. Add more to this record, copy. So the next one is a 20, and the next one is a 50. Just gonna copy this one. All right, and let's make sure that's correct. Just double check that. Add or leave blank. Looks great. So let's go ahead and click on save. All right, so I currently have a email forwarding in here for the Emerald Sofa. So once I put these records in, it's going to replace everything I had before the email forward. So that is cool with me. So I'm going to click on yes, replace records. And so now we have the MX record set. Now we can verify and see if it's showing up. Like I said, sometimes it takes a little bit longer. But like it says down here, it can take 30 minutes to 1 day, but sometimes it's usually a couple minutes and it's in there. So let's verify. All right, so that was verified. Now the next thing is just to, I think the SBF and the DKIM are just to security protocols when it comes down to email. Won't get into like what it's for, but we can just go ahead and get these set up. So let's go ahead and grab this address and go back over to our account, manage custom records, And since I already have a text record, I should be able to just add more to this record and go ahead and put that there. All right, let's see if it verifies. All right, that one is all set up. And now we need another record set for text. So let's go ahead and copy that name here. And I'm going to go back to manage custom records, create new record. And this was, I believe, a text record they want us to set. Make this 10 minutes. Let me go back over. All right, that was text. Okay, and it points to this value. Very long value there. I'm going to paste that. Click on save. All right, so that looks good to go. All right, so now let's verify the DKIM record is set. All right, so everything is all set for our emails. We are good to go as far as getting everything set up there. So all that is set. Okay, so now that we have our domain in Zoho, it's verified, everything's good to go. Now we can actually go ahead and create that user account. So I'm going to go ahead and click on users. And here are my existing users. I currently have 3. So I'm going to go ahead and add another one. All right, so this is the Emerald Sofa. I'm going to make this hello at theemeraldsofa.com. I'm going to create a password. So I'm going to pause it while I make my password for it. All right, so I have a password. Now you can choose, if you're making this account for someone else, you can always put force user to change password on first login. So that when the person logs into their account, they'll be asked to, change the password. Since it's me, I'm not going to put that. So that is it. So I'm going to click on add. All right, so the new email account has been created. Now I just want to show you what few things that you can do. So if you want to add an email alias, so email alias really quickly is you can have multiple different names before the @ sign. So it could be hello, support, info, whatever you want that to be. It can all go to that same inbox. So you can always add other aliases here. So I can put my first name, Carmen at theemeraldsofa.com. That's an alias. So if someone emails hello or they email Carmen at theemeraldsofa.com, it will always go to that main inbox, which is the hello at theemeraldsofa.com. So next, you probably want to see the email, what it looks like behind the scenes. I'm going to just show you that really quickly. All right, so I signed out of Zoho so I can sign into this new mail account for the Emerald Sofa. Just want to make sure I'm on mail. So let's go to sign in and I'm going to type in my new email address. I'm going to click on next, enter my password. All right, now we can sign in. All right, and then it asks if you want to set up a two-factor authentication. I definitely recommend setting this up. I'm not going to do this at this point, but this is a really good thing. So your email, it makes it harder if someone tries to, sign into your email account that's not you. It does send you like a second verification method. So I'm just going to remind me later. And this is what the Zoho mail looks like behind the scenes. That looks great here. So I'm going to send an email to myself just to make sure it's working. I'm going to send an email back just to make sure I got it. All right, so I'm going to send that email. I'm going to go check my inbox and send a reply back to make sure I am able to send and receive email. All right, so I'm back in my Zoho inbox. So I did receive the email to my other account. And as you can see here, I sent the email back saying received, and it's going to load that in just a moment to show that the email did work successfully. All right, so as you can see, received, and can I scroll down and see the rest of the email? Let's see, there we go. So that was my original email. I sent test to my Carmen at carmenk.com email, and I sent back received. So our email is working both inbound and outbound. So I hope this was helpful for you. And it's a pretty long tutorial, but it's definitely worth it to save a few extra bucks if you're looking for a custom email address and you want to save some money doing that. Thanks for watching.